Hello, today's yoga practice is going to be focused on reversing our office bodies. What I mean by that is the rounded forward shoulders and this kind of rounded ape-like move that we kind of start to sink into, especially when we're seated for a really long time or using a lot of technology. We don't even realize that our head stretches right forward, our shoulders, our chest gets really tight, and then our back is actually really weak. So we're going to be doing some strengthening exercises and stretching, of course, to start to reverse our office bodies. Let's go ahead and get started. Today, if you have blocks at home, that's really awesome because you are going to need it for one of the poses, but it's okay. You don't have to have it, but if you have them, go ahead and grab them. We're just going to go ahead and get started on all fours and take the knees under the hips and the wrists under the shoulders. And I just want you to go into kind of a relaxing state. So I just want you to focus on your breathing. And then as you inhale, you're going to go ahead and find length through your spine. Then exhale, let go of the air, pull your belly button into your spine, make the cat's pose, and then just go ahead and repeat cat-cow at your own pace. And as you do this move, you can always feel free to make it yours. So own it. You don't have to do what I'm doing. You can just do what feels good for you. So for me, this is feeling really good to kind of press through the hands to feel a nice lower back stretch. And then as you go into cow, make sure you're dropping your shoulders away from your ears. Through your spine, synchronizing movement with your breath. Alright, very good. Alright, we're going to just go ahead and get right into it, and we're going to lower down onto our bellies, and we're going to press up for Sphinx pose. So I just want you to take your hands right about at your rib height, drop your shoulders away from your ears, and then I want you to squeeze through your glutes, open up the chest. You're going to feel your whole backside body working here. This is a really great exercise to relieve stress. Open up the chest, strengthen through the backside body. And then I just want you to go ahead and exhale, release. So you should really feel these muscles working. It can help tone your glutes and thighs if you maintain that, maintain strength in the lower body. We're going to go ahead and repeat that once again. Pressing up for Sphinx pose, opening up through the chest. It's just a soft back bend here. And breathe. And as you lower from Sphinx, I want you to think about making yourself longer. So finding length in your spine, reaching forward. Great. So next we're going to go ahead and take one arm. You decide. I'm going to start with the left arm, and we're going to just place it under your shoulder, okay? And we're going to press up with the right arm to help us get a nice stretch through the back of the shoulder. And then you can also use your leg here to get a good stretch, but just finding really a really good position that works for you. So you're feeling a stretch through the back of the shoulder here. And we're going to actually take this and now reverse it. So go ahead and take that same left arm and then place it on the ground. And then we're going to feel a nice stretch through the chest. So if you feel that you have a rounding in through your chest. This is probably actually very painful. It could be as you stretch out the chest, but that's how you gotta do it. We gotta get that really nice stretch. Okay, let's repeat the same thing, other side. Let's go ahead and take the right arm under, so kind of stack your weight on that shoulder. And you can play with like the rest of your body, what feels good. So if you need to add the weight of your leg, that actually doesn't do it for me. I like to just take the arm forward up towards kind of in front of me, and I actually feel a greater stretch through the shoulder when I do that. Play around with it, see what feels good for you. Focus on breathing into these stretches. Good, and then go ahead and press up, and this time take your right arm out to the side, and this time we're going to feel a nice stretch through the chest. Great, and then come on back to center. All right, we are going to stretch out actually through the triceps. If you're tight there, and even through your shoulders, you're going to feel a really good stretch with this one. So here you're going to use your block, have a seat right onto your heels, and then take your elbows right to your block. Exhale, your head will come actually right between your elbows, and then take your hands together so they touch. And as you reach your fingers back towards your spine, you'll actually feel a greater stretch through the shoulders and the neck here. Two more breaths here. And good. Go ahead and come on up out of that stretch. All right, we're going to go into a strengthening exercise now to work our mid back, so our mid traps. So lower onto the belly, and we're going to engage through the shoulder blades. So I'm going to think about pulling my shoulders towards each other as I lift my chest up off the mat. And then I'm going to also engage through my lower body, squeeze the glutes together, and lift my legs up off the ground for locust pose. So I just want you to hold here for 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Exhale, release. So locust pose is really great because it really forces you to squeeze your shoulder blades together. And a lot of times that roundedness comes from having a tight chest, but also having weak back muscles. So this is really great to help strengthen. Like shoulder pinches are really great, and locust is kind of like you're holding that shoulder pinch. So it's kind of like an isometric contraction there. All right, let's go ahead and give it another go. So squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift the chest up, squeeze the glutes, lift the legs up off the ground, and breathe. Now I should look forward. You don't really want to crank your head and neck up like this. You just want to have a neutral spine. 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, release. And we are going to do that strengthening exercise one more time. Stretch and strengthen. It's a great corrective way to fix your posture. Let's do it again. So go ahead, squeeze, engage through the back, squeeze, engage through the glutes, lift the legs up off the ground. Breathe for 3, 2, nice job. Great. Now if you want to go into a full bow pose, you can always do that as well here. It's up to you. But I am going to have us do a couple repetitions of some back pinches, I guess. Let's just go ahead and take our thumbs to a T. Eyes can look right down towards the ground. And then I just want you to think about squeezing your shoulder blades together. Thumbs are going to keep pointing up towards the ceiling, and then you're going to lower down. And lift, and lower. Lift, and lower. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Really good. We're back after those strengthening exercises. So take your right arm in front of the left arm and then just fold forward. Actually, take your arms kind of like up by your chin. It'll make this a little bit easier. You're gonna just feel, it kind of feels funny. You're squishing yourself, but it's actually a really, really nice stretch. And then I want you to go ahead and switch. So left arm goes in front of the right. Now, a lot of people actually hold a lot of tension and stress in their neck and in their shoulders. So if that's you, you probably really, really, really are feeling this exercise, this stretch here. Should I stretch? All right, go ahead and press yourself up. Let's do a power push-up into plank. Exhale into downward facing dog. This is your first downward facing dog for the day, so go ahead and pedal it out now. Take turns pressing your weight through the palms and feeling a really great stretch through the lats and the side body. All right, come on down to your knees, and we're gonna get ourselves set up for fish pose. So this is really amazing. Just open up the chest and actually throat too as well. So we're gonna use one block will be higher and one block's gonna be lower. So this is gonna go between our shoulders, and then the other one we're gonna rest our head on it. So get yourself set up for fish pose. I'm gonna do this with my legs bent, but you can do it with your legs bent or straight. So lower yourself back. Now, if you don't have blocks to lower into this, you can always do the same exact thing without resting on the blocks. So it's completely fine if you don't have it. A little bit more restorative and relaxing pose, having the blocks. So it's up to you. And now while you're in this pose, I just want you to really focus on your breath and breathing. Let your shoulders drop away from your ears. Think of something peaceful, maybe like you're at an ocean right now, listening to the waves on the beach. Now, if the stretch is too intense, you can always take the block that's between the shoulder blades. You can always take that block down a little. It's really up to you. One more breath in this pose. Great job. Use your hands here alongside your body. Lift your head, and you're going to press yourself up. Taking our legs into easy pose. Just go ahead and cross them. We're going to get a really great stretch for the neck. I want you to take your left arm to your right thigh, and then sorry, I gotta think about this. Okay, so left arm to your head, and then you're going to drop your shoulder to the left side. Now your right arm is going to be placed on your left knee. And then I want you to breathe, relax here. Now I want you to make a small change and just take your eyes and look up towards the ceiling. And now I want you to take your eyes and then I want you to face down. You may have to just change the position of your hand, of how you're applying the pressure for an extra stretch. Oh, this is an amazing stretch. All right, great. Same thing, other side. Left hand comes to right knee. Right arm comes to your head, and drop your shoulder or your ear to your shoulder. You're dropping your shoulders away from your ears, and that alone will give you a really good stretch through your neck. Now starting eyes looking up towards the ceiling. There's a slight head tilt there. And now eyes look down towards the ground. I should feel a really good stretch there. And then let's go ahead and take the hands back behind the back. Squeeze the shoulders together. Opening up the chest one more time. Great, let's just do one gentle seated twist. Keep your right hand at the base of your spine. Twist to the left side. And let's go ahead and twist towards the other side. Awesome. These stretches are something that you can do at work, even anything seated. If you're starting to feel yourself really crunch up, do some stretches to open up your chest. When you get home, or even in your desk, you can do shoulder pinches. You don't have to do them laying on the ground. So be creative with these exercises, with these stretches, and do them anywhere you go when you're feeling this tightness, when you're feeling like stress. Is really great just to help release and let that tension and stress go. Keep practicing these strengthening exercises to help get out of that office posture, that slouchiness, before it continues to get worse and cause you lots and lots of pain. So I hope you take that into account, and I hope you use these resources to help you correct your posture and strengthen your back and just feel good, feel better, move better. If you have a free time, please take a couple moments to practice sitting in the silence and relaxing, feeling comfortable with your breath, with yourself in space, without any distractions. And I hope you have a great day. Namaste.